Welcome to the PLZ Soccer Predictions. I'm Peter Martin. Tam McManus is with me. Tam, we just get bigger and bigger. The wall is here. We've got the odds. We're ready to give everyone our opinion.
Yeah, we are. Fantastic facility you've got here, Peter. I was expecting the TV today, but state of the art, magnificent.
We've cranked it up 2-7 Celtic off the back of that good point against Belgrade. 9-1 Hibs to get the win in this one, Tam, and maybe 5-1 the draw. Hibs are going to have to try and keep it tight at the back, and every Celtic fan will be going to Celtic Park thinking, Iheanacho, will he start?
Yeah, I think he will start, Peter. I think when you look at his performance during the week there in Belgrade, I think he'll come into the team. In terms of a Hibs point of view, I think you're right. Defensively they've been poor over the last 3 or 4 games. Conceded 2 against Falkirk midweek. I think if Hibs can go to Celtic and keep it tight, and the goalkeeper's a great afternoon, they can possibly get a result against a Celtic team that's not really firing. But I'm just not confident at the minute with Hibs defensively, and that's why I think Celtic will win.
I think I'm looking at Iheanacho at 5-1 to get the first goal, and for Hibs, Bowie 11-1.
Yeah, it's a big prize for Bowie. He's come off it slightly over the last couple of weeks, Peter, but he's still a threat. Iheanacho, they have a lot of followers, a lot of supporters will be putting him for the first goal, but unfortunately from a Hibs point of view, I can see a Celtic win, and I can see a Celtic win by 3-1.
Yeah, looking at the table going down it as we see here, Dundee United 6-5, 5-2 for Kelly. Not only the draw at 5-2 as well, but I'm looking at Dundee United and the form that they're in, and Jim Goodwin must be happy, third in the table.
Yeah, I think they've been a surprise package this season, Peter. I think that they have been excellent. Some great players they've signed. Dolchek's been outstanding for them. Kilmarnock, bitty. I think they've had a slow start to the season, and I think Dundee United for me is an happy the weekend. I fancy Dundee United strongly. Odds against 65. I think they'll take care of Kilmarnock comfortably, and I'm going to go for 3-1.
Yeah, okay. I'll go for Celtic 2-0. What are you going for?
I'll go 3-1 to Celtic.
Okay, if Nap is Dundee United for you, Nap for me is Hearts against Falkirk. Hearts 8-13. Derek McKenna says that people are dying for Hearts to lose. I don't see that, but they're up against a Falkirk side, play good football, but I think they're going to come a cropper at that stadium.
Yeah, I think you've got to look at Hearts at Tynecastle. They're strong this season. Falkirk, was impressed from the second half against Hibs. Thought they were really impressive. I think at home they're going to pick up a lot of points. Falkirk away from home, I'd fear for them. And I just see the Hearts juggernaut kind of riding on this weekend. They can possibly go 12 points ahead of Rangers before they play Livingston on Sunday. So I don't think it'll be comfortable. I fancy Falkirk to score. I think they've got good players going forward, but I think Hearts will be too strong. I'm going to go for Hearts narrowly 2-1.
Yeah, I'm going to go Hearts 2-0. If you think about one of the toughest games to call, Tam, this next one for me is tough. 8-13 St Mirren, Dundee at 5-2, 3-1 the draw. Stephen Presley got that confidence-boosting win against Livy, but as far as St Mirren are concerned, Stephen Robinson's got them in a Premier Sports Cup semi-final.
Yeah, he has, and again, listen, Stephen Robinson does it every year, Peter. We're not surprised that St Mirren have started the season well, in a semi-final. I think if a St Mirren supporter, you're looking at Dundee at home, you're thinking we need to go and win this game. Dundee, great result last week, and Stephen Presley is battling away up there, despite needing more players in for me. But again, I just think St Mirren strong at home, and 8-13 is quite skinny in terms of the price. But I think St Mirren will win, and I think they'll win 2-0.
6-5 Motherwell at home at Fir Park against Jimmy Tilleen's Aberdeen. Everybody's going to watch this. The Dons are 9-4. I wonder how many Dons fans are going to make the journey for this one. Not so much for supporting the team, but looking and saying, look, time's up. Too many draws for Motherwell, but I think at home, Jens Bertholaskau has said they're going to get better and better. Jimmy Tilleen, I think the fans have stopped listening to him, whether he thinks he's going to turn the corner or not. Still only one win against Morton this season. Bottom of the table, can't score a goal.
Yeah, and again, I think Jimmy Tilleen's running out of time at Aberdeen. I think not only this season, the tail end of last season, listen, they're still basking in the glory of winning the Scottish Cup, which is fair enough, but in terms of the league campaign over the last 30-35 games, it's been relegation form, Peter, so I think they've got to get something at Fir Park tomorrow. If they don't, I think he'll be out the door at Aberdeen. I don't think they will. I fancy Motherwell. I've been impressed with Motherwell this season. They've not lost a game yet. And I think they'll beat Aberdeen again. I think it'll be narrow. I don't think there'll be a lot of goals in it. Aberdeen don't score many, Motherwell don't score many, but I'm going to go for Motherwell with a narrow 1-0 win.
Yeah, I'm going to go Motherwell to win it 2-1. Does that mean he loses his job?
I think that'll be the end of the road for Jimmy Tilleen.
Yeah, and what about Livingston? It's the last place you want to go when you're trying to get a result. Steven Gerrard lost there. Neil Lennon lost there. Ange Postecoglou lost there on their first trip to Livingston. So David Martindale certainly knows how to get the best out of his side on that surface, albeit an improved artificial surface. surface. Livy 72, 4-6 Rangers. I watched Rangers, I think they're weak at the back. I don't know what style Russell Martin is trying to get out of this side. The Rangers fans are totally and utterly frustrated, fed up, scunnered, apathetic, call it what you will. I'm going for 3-1 the draw.
Yeah, this is a big game for Russell Martin as well, Peter, and it's not only the fact that they're away from home, they're going to have 6,000-7,000 fans at the game. It's almost going to be like a home game for Rangers, and with that comes the pressure, I think, of having to win the game. Livingston was slightly disappointed with them this season, the start of the season. I expected them to be better, but they're always difficult to beat on their home patch. I'm going to go for an upset here. I'm going to go for Rangers to win the game. I'm not a joke, but I think Rangers will win it narrowly, maybe 2-1. I still think they've got a little bit more quality in the final third than Livingston, but again, if Russell Martin doesn't win this game, is he out the door on Monday morning?
Yeah. Do you think he will be?
I think if Rangers get beat, I think he will be, yeah, but I think they'll win.
Okay, I'm going to go Livingston 1, Rangers 1 in this match. You can give us your comments in the section below. How do you think these games are going to pan out? You've got the odds. You've got a chance to look at the games. Give us your expertise on it. When Trevor Francis won Player of the Year in 1979, voted for by the players, he picked up the trophy with his hands in his pockets, Tam's in his hands in his pockets all this time. Is that because he's got a stash of money to put on these predictions or not? Take your hands out of your pocket, young man. Thanks for watching.